Okay, welcome to my Money in the Bank predictions. Uh, as of this recording, there's only 4 matches announced. That very well could be a fifth match, because normally, except for the Royal Rumbles and I think Survivor Series, because at the Royal matches and the War Games matches, they won't give time to those 2 matches, even though they probably could have a fifth match that didn't have all those ads. First of all, there are probably a couple possibilities for matches. One is someone say, which I doubt very much, because it won't make sense unless they, because real short. But something about JC Mateo versus uh, in a match. I forgot who it was against, but the one that makes more sense to me, the tag match. CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed and uh, and Braun Breaker, because I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 of them are going to be there. Well, 2 of them, definitely going to be there. Because Seth Rollins in the men's Money in the Bank match, but it makes sense them having a match here, since they're going to be more likely. My feeling is they're going to be there anyways. So let's get into the matches. I'll go to the 2 non-Money in the Bank matches first. First one is for the Women's United States Championship. Between Lyra Valkyrie, who's the defending champ, and Becky Lynch. If Becky loses, she can't challenge for the title, for the U.S. title, as long as I think, as long as Valkyria, is champ. But if Lynch wins, Valkyria has to raise Becky's hand on. I do think Bailey's going to show up here regardless who wins. I do think Lyra's. I can see Becky. I think Lyra's going to retain because of Becky. Not Becky, but Becky's probably going to start attacking after the match, and Bailey's going to come out. And plus, considering this is in LA and Bailey lives in San Jose, so it's not that far too. But if they have to get them, and this doesn't have to be for a title either. Not every single woman's feud has to be for the title. That's like Jade and Naomi. Though I'm gonna get that a little more. Might get to the ones made the Money to Make match, but yeah, because someone say they're gonna be thought thinks Becky's gonna win, and basically the same concept that I said about her attacking Lyra after the match, but and Becky making the save as well. But yeah, like I said, they don't need the title for a feud, because it's like saying that none of the matches that people who can have feuds are on the men's side as time match can't have it both ways. So be nice. Plus, get away, just like Charlotte, get Becky away from the title as well. Oh, a title, I should say. Next one is the tag team match with the WWE champion John Cena and teaming up with Logan Paul, taking on the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes.
Not concerned.
The first of all, I don't think this match is going to main event. Again, I will get to that in a second. Too, why when I get to the both Money Bank matches in a second too, when as well. I think Cody and Logan will end up winning this match. And so it's like, yes, this seems like how it happened, because Gina's trying to quote unquote ruin wrestling, and by way to ruin wrestling with Logan Paul. But yeah, it's like the only thing that a lot of things make this match bad. But this is probably the one match I know a lot of people aren't in agreement with this. Not really looking forward to this match at all. Now to the Money in the Bank matches. You got the women's Money in the Bank matches. Which has Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer. First off, Rhea Ripley doesn't need to be in this. Doesn't need to win it, especially after WrestleMania, where she just came in and said, "I want to be in this match in the women's championship match with Io Sky and Bianca Belair." Like she didn't do anything she didn't ask. She just said she was going to be in that match. So why does she need the Money in the Bank briefcase? If all she has to do is just tell Adam Pearce that she wants to be in the match. So I know she's not going to win it. Normally with someone who's won it before, I normally don't. Normally, the other exceptions, I don't really like seeing them win again. So this, in case I'm talking about Alexa Bliss, obviously. And right now, they haven't really done anything. Well, I guess with Money in the Bank, you don't really need to be doing anything. That's the whole point of it. But at the same time, it's like some of the stuff they show on TV with her and Charlotte, and the rumors going on who being with Wyatt Six. There's going to be, it's like, I guess she could win it, I guess, but I don't think she's because some other things that they're going to want to do. Because plus it'd be good because the other four people in this one could use it more actually. I'm gonna go with Julius and Vakir. Is that they just both got called up? Well, so did Roxanne actually, but them two, in a year from now, they probably are going to have a slightly higher chance. And they had debuted on the main roster instead of going to NXT first, probably going to a little bit of shot. And plus, looks like Julia is going to be facing Zelina Vega for the U.S. Championship, the Women's U.S. Championship, at some point in the near future as well. So she doesn't really need it, and Vakir is probably a little bit closer because, like I said, it's going, and then either one of them could end up winning the Royal Rumble as well. So that leaves Roxanne and Naomi. Naomi is kind of the same boat as Alexa Bliss, where she's a former, though she's never won the Money in the Bank, she's a former champ. And Roxanne Perez is a former champ. She's now been she hasn't won a championship on the main roster. So I do believe one of these two women are going to win it. With Naomi, well, first of all, I don't think either one is going to will cash in immediately if they win it. With Naomi, I can see with the briefcase her feuding with Jade and or Bianca over the case initially. This is, I mean, a lot of people have been talking about Bianca Belair turning heel. This is what's turning her heel is Naomi and Jade's feud and stuff. So, but then with Roxanne, because people bringing up, not people, I heard a couple people bringing up, oh, look what she did in the Royal Rumble, and what she did in the Elimination Chamber. Okay, then why did she get called up back in February or March after those two events, not after WrestleMania? So ultimately, I'm gonna go with Naomi actually on winning this, simply because, like I said, she has a well, no, actually, Roxanne does have one too. Actually, with with Morgan as well. So it's like she was well, I'm Money in the Bank. When I say, and like Lucas, I mean, Luke could throw it back in the face. Well, I did it, and I cashed in the same night. But there's no women's championship to cash in Money in the Bank. Um, but I think I'm gonna go with no. Ooh, that is a good quotum to have though with this one. I was going to say Naomi, but I think I will go with Liv on this one actually, um, simply uh, because of that, because of what's going on storyline wise. But those are the two people I think probably have probably one of them two is going to win it, because both of them have storylines where they get the briefcase can be part of the storyline as well. It's gonna be interesting when this match happens. I think this match will open, so that means Sammy Vacuo's on the Wars Collide show, which is gonna be at the at the Kia Forum. I'm not sure how far it is from I was gonna say SoFi. That's the football stadium, but from I can't think of the name of it. What the Los Angeles Clippers now play, where they had the Netflix debut as well back in January. They get that. I know they're not that far, so I got a feeling that this might be an opening match for that, and then this could be opening. But I do think the men's Money in the Bank match is going to be the main event, partly because of Chad Gable, and like, huh? Well, Chad Gable, because I know that acting like Chad Gable is not Americana Grande, but I mean, come on, yeah, he is. And there's been some stuff on the internet that kind of says, hey, yeah, it's like he's like that. He had the same cut it on. Both of them did the exact same spot, and he wore something. I think Monday night that said Chad Gable on it, but okay. So, but in the men's Money in the Bank match, you have Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and Elegante Americano. First of all, Andrade probably is not going to win it. Sorry. Because I thought Camilla was going to win that match. I don't think Elegante Americano was going to win it either. Same reason as Andrade, except I thought CM Punk was going to win that match. I think at least that match, I think everyone agrees that everyone thought CM Punk was going to win that. Penta, again, I'll go and say the same thing that as Julia and Vacuo, that if he'd been on the roster a little bit longer, yeah, I probably would I would say he had a good chance. And a year from now, he probably would. If he came over, if his brother came over back over the summer and not really for everything, that probably would, slightly better shot. But at the same time, there are two people that I think have a better shot at it. It's LA Knight and Seth Rollins. But LA Knight, the fact that he probably saw one, either last year or the year before. Plus, they're in, like I mentioned, they're in LA. Or actually in Inglewood, but it's suburb of LA. So it's basically, and then you have Seth Rollins. Now I mentioned about a tag team match with not Seth Rollins, but with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and CM Punk and Sami Zayn. Well, we know definitely Breaker and Reed are going to be there because of Seth Rollins. And many people predicting that CM Punk's going to maybe come down and cause Seth Rollins not to win the match or try to make him match. And do you think? And you know he's not going to come by himself. You know he's going to bring in Sami Zayn. If there's no tag match, I could see. Well, Jay probably won't do it because he's a champ, and if I just won the Money in the Bank and I saw Jay Uso there, why not? Especially if he's being paying attention to Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, but I would like LA Knight to win, but I think it's gonna be. I can see Seth Rollins winning, even with possible interference from CM Punk. Actually, I can see CM Punk, Sami Zayn turning on sorry about that, on CM Punk and joining Seth and Braun and Bronson as well. Like Braun, that doesn't sound right, but Bronson. Too many similar names, but yeah, I can see Seth Rollins, and I can see Seth Rollins and cashing in on Monday night on June 9th, because Jay and Gunther have a title shot in Atlanta, Georgia, and a lot of people are expecting Goldberg to show up to that. Well, it is in Atlanta. No, is that Saturday? No, Saturday main event's in Atlanta. No, yeah. People are expecting him to show up to set up a match with Gunther for Saturday night main event, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. And a good way for Seth to cash in after that match, regardless who wins, to become World Heavyweight Champion for the second time. Now, I can see him losing it like at SummerSlam to CM Punk, because it's like, hey, because that makes sense. Because they have to pull the trigger on CM Punk at some point. But the question is, are they going to have him face CM Punk? I mean, top CM Punk. Are they going to have him face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Champion? Or are they going to have him at some point face John Cena for the WWE Championship? A lot of people still want to see that happen as well. And they can usually do something like Night of Champions, maybe, or something. No, Night of Champions will probably have both of them probably have both. No, actually, no, never mind, because they won't want to be chanced by Night of Champion. Never mind, but I think people don't want to see a face Punk and a heel Cena, as opposed to last time they fought. They were technically the other way around, except for the match at Money in the Bank in Chicago, where Punk was technically the face and Cena was technically the heel, but that's the exception to the rule and stuff. But yeah, I do think Seth is going to win this match. But I do think LA Knight has a second best chance. So it's like, and the thing is that the bad thing with LA Knight, he won't, is like the only way he's going to cash in on the either title is if he's or like he's going to lose it to I can see him doing like what Cena did or Rob Van Dam did when they won their Money in the Bank matches, where they basically said, "Hey, I will face you on this day," and tell him straight up. And because that's the best way to do it with the face most of the time. But yeah, because I really want him catching on the U.S. Championship. Well, that's another thing too. He gets catch on Jacob Fatu as well. But I think Jacob needs time more than he does. Plus I see Jacob losing the title to maybe Solo Sikoa instead. But so thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, what have you, comment, and have a good day.